Hi, I'm Mark from eReplacementParts.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the throttle linkage on your Troy-Bilt Super Bronco garden tiller. We'll get started by removing the air filter cover and the air filter. Now the lower air filter base. Next, I'll remove the throttle linkage and the throttle linkage spring from the carburetor. If I slide the carburetor slightly forward, it'll allow me to turn the throttle lever enough to pull the linkage away. And then I can easily just pull the spring away from the lever. Next, we'll remove the governor plate. With the screws removed from the governor plate, I'm just going to move the governor plate up out of the way of our throttle linkage and throttle linkage spring. Next, I need to remove the gas tank so we have access to the connection between the governor arm and the throttle linkage and throttle linkage spring. I'll get started by removing the two screws that connect this plastic molding to the back of the gas tank. Next, the bolt on the muffler side of the gas tank. And now the two nuts on the other side of the tank. Now I'm going to remove the fuel line from the carburetor. I'll use a fuel line clamp to clamp the fuel line off so we don't have any fuel spilling. Then I'll remove the fuel line clamp from the fitting on the carburetor. And now I'll remove the fuel line. And now I can lift the fuel tank away from the engine. Now I have access to the connection between the governor arm and the throttle linkage and throttle linkage spring. I want to take note of which hole each of these pieces are in, so when we go to replace it, we'll know where to put them. I'll go ahead and lift the throttle linkage away from the governor arm, and then remove the throttle linkage spring. Now I'll pull the throttle linkage spring away from the throttle link. Now we can install our new throttle linkage. I'll thread the throttle linkage spring back onto the throttle linkage. Now I'll install both the throttle linkage and the throttle linkage spring back onto the governor arm. Now I'll replace and secure the fuel tank. Now reattach the fuel line back to the carburetor. Now reattach the governor plate. And now I'll replace the throttle linkage and the throttle linkage spring back onto the carburetor. Now I'll reinstall the lower air filter base. Next, we'll reinstall the upper air filter base. And we'll finish up by reinstalling the filter and the air filter cover. And now you know how to replace the throttle linkage on your Troy-Bilt Super Bronco garden tiller. We hope you found this video helpful. Please feel free to leave a comment or ask us a question.